So in any Guyanese or Caribbean household, it is believed that if you eat black-eyed peas going into the new year, that you will be blessed with good health and good luck. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing a very quick and simple fry black eye recipe with all of you guys. So if you want to see how to put this together, keep on watching. So I have a pot here filled up with some boiling water. Once that water comes up to a boil, you're going to go in with your black-eyed peas. Now I'm using dried black-eyed peas that I soaked in some boiling hot water about 2 hours prior to cooking. If you didn't have time to soak them 2 hours prior to cooking or even hour, you can go ahead and just use the regular canned black-eyed peas. In that case, you would skip this step because you would not need to boil them. But on top of those black-eyed peas in the hot water, I'm going in with a little bit of salt just to start bringing out some flavor in them. And I'm going to add in some baking powder. You guys are probably going to think this is weird to put baking powder in your beans. However, the baking powder tends to make them cook faster, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it just works. So I'm going to give this a stir and allow it to boil for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to see if they are done. It's been exactly 20 minutes for me, and my black-eyed peas are done. Once I get to the stage where you can mash them with your fingers, then it's all done. If you like it really soft, you could boil it more, and if you like them very al dente, you could boil it less. But I'm going to drain these off now, and I'm going to start frying it up. After you drain the black-eyed peas, you're going to rinse them and you're going to set them aside. And at this point, we're going to start on the frying process or the sauteing process of all of the ingredients. In my heavy bottom pot, I'm going in with some oil, and at that point, I'm going to go in with some sliced onions. Now you can use as much or as little as you want. All of my ingredients will be in the description box down below along with their measurements, but use this as a blank canvas to make it as per your own taste and your own preferences. All we're going to do is saute these onions until they get a little bit translucent for about 2 minutes. Once your onions cook down really well for just about 2 minutes, you're going to go in with some finely chopped garlic as well as some finely chopped wiri pepper. You can use whatever type of hot pepper you want, and you can even omit it if you do not like spicy foods. I'm just going to stir this up for about a minute just so this way the garlic and the pepper can start to waken up and they cook down a bit. And once your garlic and hot pepper have had a chance to cook down for just about a minute, it is time to go in with the black eye. So I'm just going to add in all of the black eye that we steamed already. Again, if you were choosing to use the canned black eye versus the dried black eye, all you would do is rinse out the beans straight from the can and add it in during this time. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir it up really well for about 2 minutes just so this way it can start to marry with all of those fresh seasonings. After about 2 minutes, I'm going in with some more thinly chopped onions just because I want there to be a little bit of texture difference. I want there to be a little crunch from some more onions. This part is totally optional, and if you wanted to at this time, you could also go in with some scallions. However, I don't have them on hand, so I'm not going to add it in. After I added in those fresh onions, I allowed it to saute for just about a minute, and at this point I'm going to season with some salt and some black pepper. Now usually if I was making something like fried chana or boiling fried chana, I would add in a little bit of roasted ground jeera or cumin. However, my grandmother said when you're making black eye, there's really no need for it. It's a little bit different, a little bit of a variation, so you can add that if you want, but I'm not going to add that today. Just some salt and some black pepper. All I'm going to do is stir it up now, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of water just to loosen it up at the bottom and for those beans to cook down just a little bit more. So about a minute before I'm going to take the beans off of the heat, I want to go ahead and add in some finely chopped cilantro. Now if you had cilantro, you could use it. If you had green seasoning, you could use it here. Whatever fresh herb or anything that you want to add at this point, you can do it at this point. So I'm just going to stir this up, cover it again, and allow it to cook or fry up for just about 2 more minutes, and then I will be ready to serve it. So my Bailan Fry black eye is all done, ready for this New Year's. I'm sorry if I'm posting this a little late. If you guys do not have the time to soak the beans, then go ahead and just use a can of the black-eyed peas. It's very quick, very simple, and there's absolutely no difference in the taste. But if you guys enjoyed this recipe today, please don't forget to give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet, and leave those beautiful comments down below. I hope the new year brings you guys nothing but peace, happiness, good health, joy, and lots more delicious food. So enjoy this recipe, and I'll see you guys again very soon.